is it worth it?
Is it
What
worth it?
up? What up? What up? It's Garage Gym Homie. Is it worth it? What up? What up? What up? It's Garage Gym Homie. Hey, is it worth it? Hey, what up? What up? What up? It's Garage Gym Homie. Hey, is it worth it?
What up, what up? It's Garage Gym Homie, and today I'm reviewing Old School Labs. Nick Trigili, man, I probably butchered his name. Nick, sir, I owe you an apology, man. I don't know that I said your name properly. Nick Trigili, excuse me. Nitro-3D, supercharged intra-workout formula. Is it worth it? Homie, I'm making amends, man. I don't mean to butcher your name, sir. Nothing but respect, Mr. Trigili, sir. So listen, man. This is what I'm going to say, man. Old School Labs, I'm pretty new to this company. I've reviewed their protein, which is a multi-source protein. Freaking awesome, homie. I think it's like no artificial, very clean, love it, man. Love the freaking formula. It's like just one of those labels that I can freaking get with, man. That's my jam. Not the most geared toward taste, but the formula, homie, is awesome. The no artificial flavored. I think it's naturally flavored, if I recall correctly. I like multi-source protein. And the other thing I'll say is their Old School Labs Blast Max pre-workout. I think, man, is the best regular use, like all-inclusive pre-workout I've used this year, man. I recommend it. Everybody who comes to me and they're like, what's the best daily driver right now? I don't like using the word the best, but right now, like, what comes to mind is Old School Labs Blast Max. They got that right. Whoever formulated that should formulate a few more products for these folks, man. They could revamp a few things, man. Their fat burner, that formula is clearly well thought out and just hits like every mark for me with the pumps and everything. So you can get anything off the Old School Labs site with discount code GGH15, man. Knock some big cash off, and you support GGH, homie. So what? It's called a twofer, man. Two birds with one stone, man. All right, man. So listen, isn't it amazing? God is amazing, man. Whatever I thought sobriety would be like, I just wanted to be sober, man, and not hooked on meth and heroin. What I got, man, was unbelievable, homie. I would have never dreamed, man, that I'd have this gym, be connecting with you fine folks, man. I am blessed. So let's get right into this. I hope you're blessed too, man. No, I know you're blessed. I hope you're recognizing the blessings, man. Not playing the dang victim. The world didn't do you wrong, homie. Our problems are of our own making. Let's take some dang responsibility. That's how you become a serious dude, man. We see that our problems are of our own making. The world ain't out to get us, homie. Quit crying. All right, here we go. So this is a strawberry lemonade flavor. Oh, I saved some for you. Look at this. This is what it looks like, man. So let's sip on this, homie. Let's just get right into the flavor. Okay, so first of all, I like that it looks like water, pretty much. Very light, none of that artificial, oh, it's super blue, neon, all this. I like that. I like the lightness, and let's see, do they use any? Nope, they use no artificial coloring in this one. Does not appear. So God bless their souls, man. I can get with that. More companies can follow suit. And the other thing I'll say, it tastes very light. It does not have that super artificial vibe to it. So it has an extremely hydrating feel. I'm going to tell you the pros and the cons, homie. Old School Labs ain't getting away without any cons. Everything in life has pros and cons. Remember, GGH told you that. So I ain't here shining no Old School Lab schlong. Or New School Lab schlong, homie. No schlong is being shined on this channel, man. So here we go, man. Supplement facts. One scoop is 30 grams. And I will tell you, Old School Labs needs to tighten up. They need to get on their manufacturer. Because this scoop right here is exactly 20 grams, not the scoop itself. I mean, a flat scoop is 20 grams. You have to use a scoop and a half to get the serving, man. So you guys got to hit your manufacturer up, tell them to quit monkeying around. Every time I put it on the scale, because it was so far off, and you get 20 servings in a container. So it's on the low end. However, that kind of looks like me, homie. Bald as heck, looking good, man. God bless them. They put me on the cover, man. I just noticed that. You guys see the resemblance? That's freaking crazy, homie. Look what they did. All right, man. Let's get into it. See, I'm higher than giraffe vagina right now, man. I just had a grueling leg session. All right. This is what I'm going to say, man. 20 serving eating container. Okay. And I went through pretty much the whole tub. I got like 2 servings left here. All right. So look, man, sodium, 140 milligrams. So that's good, man. Give you some nice sodium. Nothing crazy. Calcium, potassium, phosphorus, magnesium. All right, here's the meat and potatoes. Fatigue fighting and low osmolarity carbohydrate matrix. 20,500 milligrams of, 20,000 milligrams, 20 grams of cluster dextrin and 500 milligrams of L-ornithine. So cluster dextrin is highly branched cyclic dextrin. It's basically some intra-workout carbs, man, some sugars, whatever, I guess, whatever it is. It's a trademark name of these carbs that help fuel you during your training. I'm going to tell you what I think about that. And then you got the muscle protein synthesis, activator recovery, L-leucine, L-theanine, all these amino acids, man. So let me read this here, man. Give me half a second, because I haven't done much research on the label. They say combine with Blast Max for incredible results. I can see that. Okay, whatever. I just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything. So yeah, so you got the amino acids, 6.5 grams. Do those do anything? Let's hope they do, man. You know, they're probably feeding the muscles with amino acids to help you with muscle building, protein synthesis, whatever, so your muscles don't break down during your training. And let's just think it's doing its job. I'm going to tell you my experience. And then you got this bioavailability enhancing signature hydration blend. Taurine, 1 gram, pink Himalayan sea salt, 350 milligrams, good hydration, and even some pumps maybe. Cocoa organic coconut water powder, great ingredient for hydration, 250 milligram. Calci-K, calcium, potassium, phosphate citrate, 200 milligram. Magnesium, 200 milligrams. And estrogen, 50 milligrams. So this is another, I would say, pretty well thought out. This is like one of those loaded intra-workouts, man. Like really nice, fully loaded intra-workouts. So if you like having something during your training, I always use part of my regimen, I always use an EAA formula or intra-workout because, I don't know, man, bodybuilding's just kind of, for me, it's about routine and discipline, and part of my routine is I like to sip some intra-workout during my strength training, and if it does nothing else, I at least think it is. And it's one time during the day where I'm drinking one thing besides water. Every other time it's just water, so I get something a little flavored. So the flavor is very light, very mild, not super sweet. So it's not the best flavor. It's not like, oh my God, this tastes amazing. It's very light, which I would rather, to be honest with you, because it still gives you a very hydrating feeling. The other thing I'll say is there's no bloating with this at all. Now, a few things to watch out for. Well, one thing in particular, I would sip this very slowly during your training. So I'll tell you what happened with me a few times, which happens with this cluster dextrin stuff. Sometimes I'll train and I'll do like 4 sets for squats, then I'll take a sip. 4 sets for lunges, I'll take a sip. So sometimes by the end of the workout, I've only gone through like this much of it, and then I'll slam the rest. And what I found is that I don't react well when I do that. My blood sugar, I could feel it like spike because the sugar's in here and then drop, and I feel weird. So I really suggest like slowly, man, I can't even speak, I'm so high. I suggest slowly sipping this through your training, man. Like, so you're not slamming it all at once, and that way you don't have a spike. Maybe I'm more sensitive than most. So first of all, I really enjoyed using it. I like the formula. I like the lightness about it in the color and in the flavor, man. Very light. It's like just enough to satisfy you. Does it taste like strawberry lemonade? I don't know, maybe a little bit. It tastes sweet enough where it's enjoyable, hydrating, no bloating, keeps you nice and tight. Now, as far as the ingredients in here, I do feel like it probably, it's hard to say, man, because I come down to the dance floor prepared, like really ready for iron pumping. So it's hard to say that like this enhanced my training or gave me more energy or held me. I'm always kind of ready, man, but I am in a calorie deficit right now. I'm shredding down. So maybe it did help me a little bit. I mean, I did notice, I've used this like 18 times now at least. So I did notice that I think it did hold me a little bit through my training with some quick acting carbohydrates or whatever. I can't say for 100% sure. You know, when it comes to EAA formula, they're not like pre-workouts where you just like feel them or you don't. So we got to just assume the EAAs and everything in here is doing its job. Definitely felt hydrating. The other thing I'll say is, now this did something that I don't notice with a lot of intra workouts. I had really good pumps when I used this, even without pump formulas. So maybe there's something to this where it did help maybe with a little bit of hydration, with cell swelling, as the homie David Fredrickson would say. Definitely, I think that it contributed to some nice pumps, kind of a full feeling I had with it. Not a bloating feeling. I still felt tight, but maybe, I don't know what ingredients it was. Maybe it's the sugars or whatever, helped with some extraterrestrial pumpage. Now, the downfall of this, I will tell you straight up, I would never use this in spring or summer, personally. I would use this in fall and winter frivolously, man. I have no reason to care in the fall or the winter. Right now, when I'm shredding down, this, I reached out to the company. They were generous enough to give me some info. They told me each serving is 125 to 130 calories. And homies, please put it on the label, man. Companies, when you have intra workouts, I pretty much always have to reach out to the company and ask them how many calories is in a serving when I see cluster dextrin, because it's never on the label for whatever reason. Very rarely. So come on, let's tighten up over here, homies. Let's say I'm at 1,800 calories right now. I'm really shredding it down. My carbs are at like 130. My fat's at 65. My protein's at 200. I'm not going to blow an extra 130 calories to bring it to 1,930. That's a big difference, man, between 1,800 calories, throwing an extra 130 on an intra workout. If I'm gonna blow an extra 130, it's going to be on some food or something, not just some sugars like this. So I would never personally, that's me, personally use this when I'm shredding down. It's just not a good way for me to blow 130 calories. I'm real specific and particular about what I'm ingesting. Having said that, I am using this right now. And I'm glad to finish up the tub. Not because I didn't like the product. I do like the product. It's just hard to fit in 130 calories from cluster dextrin into my regimen when I'm in a shred. So that's the negative about it, man. As I said, these are supplements, man. They're meant to supplement. Don't ever rely on them, homie, for your training, man. A supplement is something you're lacking. Always rely on your rest, your relationship with God, your training, your eating. The supplements are last, man. So, as I said, in the fall or winter, I would love using this, man, all the time. I think it's a great product. I love, as I said, I can't say anything more because then I'd be shining schlongs. But right now, not something I would keep in my regimen. Just to give it to you straight, man. I'm always here to give it to you straight. So that's what I got, man. Just keeping it real. God bless all you together. And if you want any of them Old School Labs products, discount code GGH15 on the Old School Labs site. That Blast Max and their protein is the truth, homie. I'll check out a few other of their products, but those two, freaking love it, man. God bless all you together. Let's get this dang muscle. I'm out.